Greetings and salutations, everyone. And welcome back to some more Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Gambit, Turnabout Legacy, Ladder, The Committee's View. We named who we think the person behind everything is. Like the murder 18 years ago or whatever. And now, let's see what happens next. It's April 2nd.
Instant sad music.
Yep.
Miss Bound, are you feeling a little calmer now?
Yes.
Good. Then allow me to get to the point. Regardless of your intentions, you broke the law.
Yes, I understand.
Poison gassing somebody is against the law, believe it or not.
It's just girly things.
She did it for a good reason. Let her off the hook.
Just girl crimes. Who did, you know.
It was biochemical warfare. How dare she? Nevertheless, I understand that you did what you had to in order to prove that Mr. Tangelo's innocence. Therefore, if the real culprit really is someone else, then we have a duty to reinvestigate the case.
Overruled. No, boss music.
There is nothing to suggest that anything nefarious took place in the official IS-7 incident records. And right now, there is nothing to suggest that we should take Miss Bound at her word either. So our first order of business should be to arrest the culprit of the case before us, Miss Bound herself.
Objection!
Official records cannot always be trusted, Judge Cavell. Especially since there are those prosecutors who think nothing of twisting the facts.
Overruled.
Are you suggesting that the committee at the time overlooked just such a prosecutor?
That's for you and your people to figure out. However, it is a fact that the autopsy report was faked. Seeing as Mr. Frost's body was only found just now.
Destroyed by facts and logic once again. Really is some Mr. Von Karma and you by Mr. Edgeworth. You actually point me out on my bullshit, that's why.
How so exactly?
By continually defining the will of the committee and bending the truth to fit your needs. That's how. Perhaps it is time for you to understand how the committee sees this case.
Battle of wills.
Sherma in the background.
Sure.
The secret's out. Did you see it? Yeah, I think you did.
Did you see it?
The committee's view.
The committee is willing to accept that Mr. Von Karma falsified Mr. Frost's autopsy report. Even still, Mr. Von Karma only managed to have Mr. Tangeroa convicted as an accomplice. Flag. Oh. I personally have come to believe the real culprit behind the IS-7 incident is Miss Bound. Her plan is to poison and kill Mr. Gusto today. Was her attempt to frame him for Mr. Frost's murder.
And this is how the committee sees things, is it?
Guess the committee needs some glasses.
Yeah. Blind. It is, as
Justice
always.
is blind, as they say.
Yeah, so no one here wears glasses. I act solely in service of law and order.
I fucking hate that show. It's all bullshit. It sounds to me like all she's doing is acting in service of the committee and covering up the truth. And if I can't change her mind, there will be no saving Mr. Tangeroa or Miss Bound.
The committee's view. Okay, they're willing to accept that.
I feel like that last one where she's like, she, was planning to do all this stuff frame up, and it's like, okay, we'll press that and be like, okay, elaborate. How exactly? Do you think it was her plan to manage to make this man poison himself?
Why would Miss Bound have chosen to frame Mr. Gusto for the murder?
No doubt because he suspected her of being the real culprit. He may have entered what he thought was the Winter Wing, simply to see if the Gemini statue was genuine. Little did he know that he would be greeted by a trap designed to silence him. A trap that nearly worked.
Objection! Just a casual take it to blowtorch to it just to see if it looks real. No. It's what everyone does.
Of course. Why wouldn't you? You know, you can't just like, I don't know, put some water on it. Whatever.
Do you have any evidence to support that line of reasoning?
Unfortunately, Mr. Gusto remains in critical condition. It will be difficult to prove anything until he regains consciousness. In other words, there is little we can do for now.
All in Winter's hands. No. He finally finds the guy.
There's plenty we could do.
So, yeah, all up to him.
He's just lost running through the freezer.
Just go in there. He's just turned into an icicle. Oh, God. Oh, I should have left the door open.
Time to make another one.
It's really hard to make, believe it or not. Brain is not complex, but everything else is. You still have not grasped the situation, have you? Then allow me to spell it out for you.
There, we got new stuff. All the evidence we need to explain the IS-7s and the poison gas. So we press these. Do we have evidence against these?
What's our... What do we got for...
Evidence.
What does it say about the statue itself? Like, did we get any specifics with an analysis?
Well, there was
got some kind of
paper,
paper, right?
Thing
Yeah, that. What does that actually say? Yeah, I mean, we haven't really... I would say that we don't have all the evidence yet because we still just got like this preliminary analysis and we still haven't gotten results back for like anything else, I don't think.
Oh yeah, we don't know who the blood belongs to yet, right? We're still running that test. I mean, we could try throwing this at it.
Trying to think, did we even check if it was the guy's corpse yet? Did that actually happen yet?
No, we don't know for sure.
Saying that we, yeah. So I would say, be like, hey, still don't really got.
So throw this at it, or just press it.
Throw that at it. I think
Maybe
that
press
says
it
that you
first.
clearly
Amazing
don't
stuff.
have the evidence.
Oh,
As we don't got it all yet.
I'm afraid there is still one question concerning the IS-7 incident that remains unanswered, Your Honor. Would you mind taking a look at this?
what is it?
Poison gas.
Smoke bomb. Their test results, carried out on the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case in the Winter Wing. As you can see, traces of blood were detected. The question is, whose? Until that question is answered, I hardly think you can claim to have all the evidence.
Okay. There's blood in the Gemini case. Why did I not hear about this from Eustace?
This Eustace is dumb.
This is useless.
Because Gumshoe circumvented everyone and tells me and me alone.
Police are loyal to me.
I own the police.
Everyone loves me. Detective Gumshoe informed me of the results directly. I was planning to tell Mr. Winner about it myself, of course.
Overruled.
You kept this to yourself until now, despite having no jurisdiction here whatsoever. Mark my words, the committee will hear all about what you have done here today. Holy shit, it's lagging. Okay.
Do I need to, like, do something?
It's your well, it's not
Yeah.
lagging on my end, so I think it might just be
Is it mine?
your connection.
Try disconnecting.
Nothing's
Come back in.
downloading in the background or anything.
It shouldn't be. Here, let me try changing my network real quick. BRB.
Yeah.
All right, pause real quick then.
As ever, my interest is in the truth, and if mistakes were made in the past, they must be rectified. If you must report me to the committee, so be it. But in return, we must be allowed to investigate this case to the very end.
That is not my decision to make. You will need to discuss it with Eustace, who is now dead.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back, losers? And with good news, too.
Just close call for a minute there, but Camillo Gusto is alive. Like, damn.
Oh my god.
Gusto.
He made it.
I lived, bitch. Now he'll kill again.
Is that a tattoo on his hand now?
Yeah.
Is that always there?
I don't know.
I mean,
Think
he doesn't
so.
seem to be moving with his hand flexing, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh. Weird.
They just don't know how to make
Words
it.
of one.
Weird shadow.
Yep. Long time no see, Gusto.
You're the attorney's assistant. You've grown, and you have an assistant of your own now. Assistant? No, I...
He hasn't got the gig just yet. This is Gregory Edgeworth's son.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service. Fate moves in mysterious ways. I'm in your debt. If you hadn't found me in time, I wouldn't be here to thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. After all, if you hadn't lived, we wouldn't be able to ask you what really happened 18 years ago.
If you hadn't lived, we wouldn't have been able to arrest you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
We figured out quite a bit while you were out cool. Including the fact that you're probably the guy you offed poor Artie Frost.
What? Is that true?
Miss Bounce set up a very elaborate trap to catch Mr. Frost's murder. A trap that involved rigging the Pisces case with poison gas. Perhaps in light of that fact, you could tell us, in your own words, what happened back then. Or perhaps you'd rather to exercise your right to remain silent.
Oh, it's not that. Gusto here is a fan of the old meditation. You know, Om and all that jazz. Wow, sleeping while standing seems pretty cool. That's one heck of a talent.
Except there's no sleeping involved in meditation, Kay.
Hey, Gusto, old pal, how about you snap out of it and tell us what went down way back when?
Trying to do mind chess and figure out how to get out of this.
I was caught in the girl's trap, so I must be the killer. Is this your idea of a joke? I'm the victim here.
Indeed you are, Mr. Gusto. And there's no evidence that you have done anything wrong yet. Mr. Edgeworth and Mr. Fender are merely speculating. Rest assured that we have no authority here, and that you may pay them no heed.
At least somebody here seems to be on my side.
Judge Verity Gavone, it's my pleasure, Mr. Gusto. I will assist you in any way you may require. Perhaps you could begin by explaining what exactly happened 18 years ago to Mr. Edgeworth.
Fine. You want me to prove I'm innocent, Mr. Prosecutor? I'll be happy to.
Objection!
So this is how you mean to play it, Judge Cavell. You're hoping Mr. Gusteau will help you hide what happened instead of trying to connect the record.
Correct.
Trying to correct it, sorry. I believe only in the infallible judgment of the Goddess of Justice.
Except it is how humans who make the actual judgment calls in court of law.
That is us humans.
I'm sorry. I'm tired. I mess up. It happens.
And so long as are those who would use the law to their advantage, our rulings are fallible indeed. If you would use your permission to further obscure the truth, then neither she nor I will forgive you.
We will see about that.
What do you advise, Judge Cavell?
It would seem that you are under suspicion because it was you who triggered the poison gas. Specifically, by opening the Pisces case's lid. Would you be so kind as to share why with us?
Understood. We came to see Frost's sculptures. Simple as that. I made a mistake with opening times, and arrived half an hour early.
Miss Bound, was there no one at the reception desk around that time?
I had left the main entrance unguarded and unlocked, just in case the killer had made an appearance. I was also busy making preparations elsewhere, all the way up until the gallery's opening. So no, there was no one here on the first floor then. But did make sure that all the wings were locked up tight, well, except for the autumn wing, that is.
I see. She did all of that just to steer the culprit into the autumn wing. Which is precisely where Mr. Gusteau went.
Sneaking into a building's pretty suspicious, however you slice it.
Really just turned out that I'm like voicing most of the people here.
Yeah. Surprise, you thought it was going to be a case where you got to relax because it was a flashback, but surprise, everyone that you chose to voice is now in the present, and none when I voiced it. I get to be winner from the sidelines, being like, and then that's all I do. It's my contribution to the future. No.
Indeed. I already read that. I will permit no objections or interventions unless there is some evidence that the witness is lying.
The courtroom, you know this is an art gallery, right?
Mr. Gusteau, if you could please continue by explaining why you opened the Pisces case.
I wanted to see Frost's work up close. So I went up to the Gemini. Sorry. Guess it was supposed to be the Pisces statue. And I saw that the lid was frozen on tight. So I grabbed a blowtorch from nearby and tried to open it.
You know, clearly just normal things to do.
This is what people do. They go into places early and they start trying to break it.
No one's
get to the
around. I want to look
statue
at this
because
closer.
They really want to look at
you
it
know.
closer.
It's a glass case I can see through. I need to see it closer from the top where I can't see anything. Let me just take a blowtorch to it, to an art exhibit.
Ah, yes. Perfectly reasonable. You wouldn't go to jail for this. You're just inspecting it, right?
You know, ice sculpture. Let me just little fire off the top. You know, it's chill.
It's not like it's being frozen for a reason or anything.
Right.
When I finally got to open it, gas came pouring out.
Gas fills the room.
Fascinating. His is the sort of flawless testimony attorneys can only dream of.
Flawless.
Yeah, the everything sounds like a lie kind.
Oh, yeah. I am none too satisfied with Mr. Gusteau's explanation myself. Alas, there is no evidence to refute it.
Come on, there must be something.
It's Bound's story you should be questioning, not mine. I'm not the one who set up the gas trap. She could have killed anybody with that thing.
Objection!
She turned on the sprinklers as soon as the gas was released. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was gunning for the killer, nobody else. That killer being you, old pal.
So you believe that self-conscious, confessed criminal?
Miss Bound is far from blameless in this affair, and she will have to pay for her crimes. But so will Mr. Frost's killer.
You seem determined to pin Frost's killer on murder on me. But I had no reason to kill him. And you have no evidence to prove otherwise.
Can we really not prove that he's the killer, Mr. Edgeworth? Just like, I have no idea what's happening. Just, can we not do it?
Just like, I'm just vibesing over here. I don't know what's going on.
Yes.
I'm just like an extra on this case. Like, there's too many sidekicks. You already have.
Yeah, there is. It's
How many the greed of Edgeworth. How many sidekicks do you need, dog?
all of them.
You got 3, and you got your childhood himbo friend.
Mr. Gusto fell victim to the poison gas. That much is indisputable. Yet, no matter how suspicious his action in the present may seem, they prove nothing about the past.
Yeah, but and what about you, Mr. Fender? There must be something we can do.
You can channel a spirit.
You're right. We may not have evidence, but we have plenty of intel. Let's see now. If Gusto killed Frost, he must have had a reason.
He claims not to have a motive, but that can't really be true, can it?
Oh, it's time to brain blast.
Yep. If he did it, he has one. Not many people commit murder just for fun.
Well, we know that they didn't want to help Gusto at the very end. Or they didn't, anyway.
They had cooperation, and then it got cut off by Frost, so it's like that's probably going to be his motive right there.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, your old man had a little back and forth with Von Karma about a probable motive too, remember?
I was like, my god, I get to speak. How can you possibly say that with any certainty? If their relationship had broken down for some reason. That could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Von
Just
Karma
like he
wouldn't.
was here.
Von Karma wouldn't let us talk to Gusto back then, but we can now. If we can put the pieces together, I think the picture we've been looking for might just emerge.
Yes, I think you might be right. I need to think back over everything we know about the IS-7 incident. Especially the questions that never got answered.
Oh my god, it's all the warriors. It's a good thing I had this lollipop I was sucking on for no real reason. I'm like, oh, it's perfect. The finger marks. Were you the one wearing the gloves?
Miss Scone denied that the finger marks on the frame were hers. But what if they were Mr. Gusto's? Perhaps he would wanted to take a look through the ultimate cookbook for himself.
So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. You seem to think that there should have been more shots left than there were.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected.
Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining.
Someone else used the camera.
But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way.
My father noticed these things for a reason. I just need to piece them together correctly. In the absence of evidence, it's the only way to the truth.
Fur.
Okay, what do we got here?
I mean, this lines up already right there.
These two.
Murder's motive, cooperation ended, and then the other 2 is what we got left, so they might.
Let's see if these go
But
together.
we'll see if it give us a new one.
Mr. Gusto, you and Mr. Frost conspired to create works for the contest together, did you not?
Huh. So you know about my little secret.
Mr. Fender was so kind enough to inform me. Mr. Frost was in charge of designs, while you were in charge of the flavor. Is that correct?
What can I say? I still had a long way to travel on the road to becoming a master confectioner.
But you had only collaborated through the semi-final. Something changed after that.
We both wanted to show what we could do. Show that we were better than Tangaroa.
Then why did you help Mr. Frost with his entry for the final?
What grounds do you have to say that?
Your own statement, made to Mr. Von Karnama 18 years ago. You told him that you had been working together right up until the day before the final.
Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice which would have needed at least a day to freeze. And whose flavors would therefore have already been prepared by Muster Gusto. Muster Gusto.
Yes, which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me. That he helped Frost until the day before the final.
In that case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return?
I can hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead.
There's this cool thing called spirit channeling. Maybe we could try it out.
Edgeworth,
I've
don't
always
believe in
wanted
that
to try it out.
Yeah.
I hope to before I die to see one. No.
The channeling's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's all a farce.
Like father, like son. Wait. No, never mind.
So why didn't Mr. Frost help you in return? I submit that your relationship broke down for some reason, and that it became the basis of your motive for murder.
That's not how it was. Sure, we stopped working together. It was all perfectly friendly.
You stopped working together in a friendly way? Kinda hard to imagine, but okay.
No such thing as an amicable breakup. I don't believe you.
I always kill my exes.
That was a joke.
Besides, how do you think I did it exactly? You think I just strolled into Tangaroa's room and killed Frost? I couldn't have killed the man while Tangaroa was working there on his chocolate pieces, could I?
The timing of the murder.
So you see, it can't have been me.
I wouldn't be so sure. There must be a window of time when Mr. Tangaroa wasn't in his room.
Everyone was having tea time, but we don't got that evidence yet.
Yeah.
So all
But
we can
if I
assume is if we mix the other two, that then it'll give us tea time for some reason.
Yeah.
I can prove that Mr. Gusto had the opportunity to kill Mr. Frost.
Next mind thing.
So
Our
the
film
remaining
time.
exposures, and then wanting the cookbook. So you could have tried to take pictures of it. Just took the camera and take pictures of the cookbook so we could sell it.
We'll see what either of these have to do with timing of the murder, so... Let's see if this helps in any way.
So it's right, they just beautifully lined up with each other straight across from that first screen where it's just...
Yeah.
Photographing the cookbook's contents would be the perfect way to steal its secrets undetected. But what if Mr. Gusto did just that? What if he used Mr. Tangaroa's camera to photograph the book?
pretty ballsy.
It'd be the perfect crime. So much better than stealing it and getting chased by the cops. A sneaky snapshot or 20, huh? That could work.
The only question is, when would he have done it?
Good question. What about during afternoon tea? Didn't Delicia say that Gusto and Frost had missed out on the little tea party they had?
Which brings me to the next question. When do we know for certain that Mr. Frost was still alive?
Then, after the contest began, nobody saw, hide, or hair of Frost, as he had secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing the key possessing as he did the only key.
Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled?
No, dear, I couldn't help myself. When I'd finished my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to Chillywinks' room for a little taste, too.
Mr. Frost had to keep himself inside of his room after the contest had started. But he was gone by the time Miss Scone snuck in to sample his work. Meaning that there was no good chance when he was murdered. He was murdered before the end of the afternoon tea.
Yeah.
I suck. I know.
Oh, you don't suck. Just sleepy, I guess. Afternoon tea, timing of the murder. Yeah.
The show's better at reading. Just not.
I have my moments, I guess.
We can be sure that Mr. Frost was alive until the beginning of afternoon tea, making tea time the only window during which Mr. Gusto could have killed him.
Are you satisfied with Mr. Gusto's story now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Sadly, I'm afraid I'm rather unsatisfied. But things are finally starting to become clear, and the truth will soon come to light at last.
Do you mean to say that you have uncovered new evidence?
Evidence? No. I was hoping I might convince Mr. Gusto to open up to us about it instead.
Oh, is it mind games time again?
Miles Edgeworth, mind freak.
It is. Mr. Gusto, I have a question for you. I said I have a question for you.
What is it?
You chose to make your entry for the final on your own.
I told you, I wanted to test myself. I wanted to prove that I was the best in the world.
If that were the case, then surely you wouldn't have chosen to cheat on in the first place. So tell me, Mr. Gusto, why did you feel the need to team up with Mr. Frost?
Domain expansion.
Welcome to my world now.
Mind Palace.
18 years ago, Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost collaborated in the confectionery contest. But why did they work together? Why did they enter the contest in the first place? That's the information I need to get out of my opponent somehow.
A domain expansion. I haven't seen these in a long time. It's back in the war.
Played mind chess back in the war.
Psychic wars.
While everyone's engaged in a battle of mental wits, Gumshoe just runs in with a combat knife and starts taking everyone out.
Rambo style.
Mr. Gusto seems to have a habit of pretending to be asleep when things aren't going his way.
Alright, so we hold and don't say anything when he's sleeping. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start by focusing on why he chose to work with Mr. Frost.
I find this to be a very funny mechanic where 9 times out of 10 it's literally like, this one animation right here, and he just tells you, this is his tell. So don't do it when he does this. So it's like, okay. It's like,
That's what a lot of them are like, but
it's like there's only like one between like both these games where it's like there was like 2 animations involved. That was like the only time I remember it doing it. Just like, huh.
Yeah.
By my hand, now is the time to dig up the truth that was buried all those years ago.
just commence. Why did you collaborate with Mr. Frost?
Mr. Gusto, what inspired you to collaborate with Mr. Frost?
We were acquaintances before we were contestants. He was interested in entering the contest, so we decided to sign up together.
And your decision to pair up with a sculptor had nothing to do with your lack of faith in your skills.
Yeah, you don't know me. We joined forces because we wanted to make the most of perfect creations possible. That's all.
angry, press this.
Well, we don't press him whenever he's sleeping, so we should probably try now.
I don't know, but at the same time, it's for everything else. It's like when they're pissed, don't. So maybe this is an incident where maybe it is one of the rare times I was talking about where it's different animation.
So do we
Or
want
maybe it was saying that we're supposed to attack when he sleeps.
Yes, maybe that's
maybe.
when he's weak.
Yeah, that could be
So you want to do nothing right now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's try biding, and then if he sleeps immediately after this, then we'll take that as we're supposed to attack when he's sleeping.
Frost,
Giving
son,
us
and
info.
mine.
Go ahead.
I was saying, now he's giving us more info, so it does seem to be when he's angry, don't. Like everyone else, when they're pissed, don't.
Okay, the mechanics don't change at all, it seems.
Frost, son, and mine were in the same grade at school.
I mean, that's how a lot of arguments can be sometimes. Just don't interrupt them when they're making a mistake, basically. That whole... Don't interrupt your
Let them
enemy when they're
bury
making a mistake. And that's what this whole chess is all about.
So we got along pretty well, too.
Oh, so you were just two friends who happened to try the title of the world's greatest confectioner.
Is he sleeping? You really attack.
I guess so.
Sleeping, so let's attempt it. Wake up!
Try to destroy him.
It's even in the conversation, screaming at him, "Hey, I'm talking to you." And then he was like, "Ugh," and then so it's like maybe.
Pretending to be asleep when the going gets tough won't work on me, I'm afraid.
He beat his ass.
Mr.
when he's
Frost was a
sleeping.
sculptor, Mr. Gusto.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
No, I just said you beat his ass when he's sleeping. It's like, okay, good to know.
Assault the defenseless man. How dare you?
Just like my
I doubt he
father
cared
would have
much.
wanted.
Yes. Surely. He seemed like the type. Most certainly.
I doubt he cared much about winning a title for confectioners. In which case, he probably had a different motive for taking part in the contest, wouldn't you say?
He wanted that sweet money for his gambling debts.
Fine. It was me. I wanted that title. Frost was only in it for the prize, the ultimate cookbook.
I see. And since your objectives dovetailed so neatly, you decided to work together. But then, something happened. A breakdown in your relationship, perhaps. If so, I want to know why.
Such a gossip, Miles.
Spill the tea, damn it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I'm still quite unwell after my brush with death. Push me too hard. And I'll be on my way back to the medical room.
Works for me. No.
No, wait.
Then you better wrap this up quickly. I'm already dangerously low on patience.
Mr. Gusto is trying desperately to make his escape, but he's not going anywhere yet. Not as long as he's still keeping things from me. So let's figure out what he was really after next. There's no time to lose. I need to pick up the right line of questioning and fast.
Did you want to appear on Bacon Bop, or did you want more than just the title?
Say more than the title. I don't think
cares what
you want
Bacon
to
Bop.
appear on their fuck ass show. It's like, no.
He didn't seem the type.
You're too hard. You too had your eyes on
You're
me.
too hard.
God.
See through your pants. You should really tuck that shit.
It's like, oh, sorry.
My bad. It's a bad habit.
It's an effect of the gas, you see. It's a priapism. It's not on purpose.
Oh, God.
You too had your eyes on something other than the title, didn't you? After all, I'm not so sure the title of World's Greatest Confectioner even counts for that much.
Now you're insulting the way of the confectioner. My goal My only goal was to win that title. I didn't care about anything else. You have no idea how much I would have meant to me.
He's angry, so don't say anything.
Yes, bide. The dude abides.
Look, my sense of design may not have been up to snuff back then, but you should see me now.
Oh, so you've improved.
You bet I have. I didn't do all that training in Zhangfa for nothing.
Should we
Bide
yell at him
more.
or bide more time?
He's still pissed, so.
Yeah, he's still being like, all my training.
And he's not sleeping, so.
I looked up to Tangaroa, you know. Spent hours poring over the designs of his work. Even used to watch his show with my son.
Sounds to me like Mr. Tangaroa's work was especially influential in your early studies. And with this recipe book, you might even have become the best someday.
Yeah, maybe. Book was a real treasure, no doubt about it that. Any confectioner would have wanted it.
But the book didn't have any things in it. But anyway, you were interested in the book too? Like the book only had freaking pharmaceutical stuffs in it, dog. It didn't actually have confectionery stuff in it at all. Did he just like snooze and just not pay attention to when they said that? Oh yeah, this has nothing to do with anything. It's like, I'm gonna give you the freaking cure for cancer if you win the greatest confectioner prize. It's like, wow.
That was his real goal all along. His son has cancer.
You claim that your only goal was to win the title. Yet you also seem to have an interest in the contest prize, the ultimate cookbook.
He's get
The
shot.
greatest collection of recipes by the world's greatest confectioner. I can't say I absolutely had no interest in it. And even if I did, what exactly is so wrong with that?
Nothing, I suppose. Only that the book contained recipes for medicines, not desserts.
Just a simple misunderstanding, and he just killed a man over it. I need that cookbook.
Probably.
Opens it, and he's still so young that he's just looking at it. It's like, wow, this must be the recipe for good chocolate. And he starts making meth.
It just blows up in his face. Must have got the proportions wrong, I guess.
Go to Zhangfa and make Schedule 1 drugs for years. Comes back. I'm the greatest confectioner of them all now. I make better crystal than anyone.
This rock candy is highly addicting.
He made the blue meth, but unlike the filming of Breaking Bad, it's both rock candy and meth at the same time.
It's sweet meth, you see.
Tastes good going down, and then gets you freaking high as hell. It's cinema.
I believe this was marked down by Walter White. Interesting. I've never heard of such a fellow.
And everyone who entered the contest supposedly knew that.
Must be related to Red, White, of Blue Court.
Maybe.
Ugh.
I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. I can't let him slip up from my grasp now. I just need to stay calm and keep the pressure on.
Brain juice refilled.
Gumshoe just has a tap on him.
Next, let's find out why you wanted the cookbook.
Did you know what the book was really worth, or did you need...
Well, he's thinking about his food, so I would say sweets.
Ask him if he needs
He
it for
apparently doesn't
sweets.
seem to care about the... Apparently just doesn't even know what was in it.
So your plan was to win the cookbook and use it to help you with your own creations.
What else? A book like that could have improved my craft tenfold.
You could have made a lot of money if you sold it.
I don't know much about what was actually in there. But it was worth more than the money, I'll tell you that.
Sleeping.
Attack.
Come now, Mr. Gusto. I think you know more about the Ultimate Cookbook than you claim.
They told us a little about it at the start of the contest.
And you know what kind of recipes it actually contained, don't you? And that they weren't dessert recipes at all.
I see you did your homework. Fine. So you know what was really in there. The Ultimate Cookbook. Or rather, the Angel's Cookbook, to give it more proper title. It's a collection of chemical formulas and ways to synthesize new medicines nobody had ever heard of.
And the company just sits on it for decades, not using it for anything.
Yeah. No copies of it
Like,
exist.
we can't make enough money off this cure for cancer, so let's just forget about it and leave it on the page.
We need to bury it so nobody can have it.
Yeah.
Until we find a way to sell it. No.
Now we're making lots of money off the giving people cancer treatments, but if they just had the cure, we wouldn't be able to make much more money. So.
So he did note that the cookbook actually contained recipes for medicines. This could be an important clue.
Okay, now we ask what it's really worth, and he'll say some bullshit. We're like, we know you know what's really in there.
He's immediately gonna start talking about recipes again like an idiot.
Did you know how valuable the cookbook really was?
What kind of question is that? It was a collection of Tangaroa's recipes.
It's spicy
There
recipes.
wasn't a confectioner in the world who wouldn't have wanted to get their hands on it.
All confectioners want meth.
Yes, clearly. So Walter White and Jesse Pinkman were the best
Except
chefs.
they knew that wasn't what was in there.
Your designs may have improved thanks to your training in junk file. But you clearly didn't know enough about your work on your skills of deception.
You need to work on your lying power.
I want to snort up that powdered sugar, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, powdered nose.
You've already admitted that you knew the Ultimate Cookbook was a collection of recipes for medicines. Thereby making your interest non-gastronomical, but pharmaceutical in nature.
I had tummy ache, it was still gastronomical. No,
You're trying to become a pharmacist. You needed medicine, didn't you?
I would
No,
say you
I
needed
see.
the medicine.
You're not gonna be like,
Yeah.
you wanted.
It is going to be the cancer son. Actually, I forget who had the bald son.
Well, the bald sun was on the left.
Frosts, I think.
So it looked like it was Frost, but that doesn't mean that they were necessarily sitting that way, you know?
He just had a whack ass cut. That's all.
Who gets a buzz cut now? I mean, come on.
Solidarity, but then the other kid's like, no, I'm just gonna wear a wig. I'm not gonna go bald. It's like, I would look stupid like that. It's just like, oh,
just go with a wig on. Dude, I thought you shaved your head. Why are you wearing a wig? Asshole?
it's just like, dog, I didn't tell you to do that. It's like I've got to be under the radar here. We're not gonna be the bald bros. Not gonna be the bowling ball twins. It's like, it ain't happening.
You see how misshapen my head was, dude? That looks awful on me.
Don't have a cow, man. Ay caramba. No.
Amazing.
You're a confectioner, Mr. Gusto. You had no professional interest in revolutionary new medicines. Which suggests that your interest must have been personal.
Gumshoe shoots in the back again.
Time to go down, Pearl.
Just keeps peppering with bullets, trying to take him down. When Matt waits until the thing
Sniper in
pops
the
and shoots him
background.
at the same time. Damn, he's still up. This guy's
It's
built
one
for
hardy
tough.
guy.
They have to employ his bare hands in this scenario.
The Ford Taurus, that is. No.
I underestimated you. Fine. You're right. Winning the title wasn't the only reason I entered the contest. I needed one of the recipes in that book. It was for my son. He was sick.
He was. Tell me more.
It's none of your business. I've told you as much as you need to know.
He looks rattled, but I can't let him off the hook. Let's find out what this mystery illness was.
Tell me about your child, man.
Yeah.
I've almost gotten to the bottom of this. I can feel it. Just a few more moves.
Give me back my son. Give me
the
the
name
money.
of your son's condition. Tell me more about your son, or was the book
Yeah.
necessary for him to get better?
Yeah, just tell me more about your son. Gotta be chill with it.
Yeah, start chill.
Jump right in there. So,
Tell
what
me
kind
more.
of super cancer did your son
So
have?
tell
Yes,
me
tell
more.
me more about your son. Get
Yeah.
the child's lore. Let him open up being a proud dad or some shit. And then that's how you get him.
Yeah.
Tell me a little more about your son.
He was my pride and joy, and my biggest fan.
Was.
No.
And you entered the contest in order to help him.
You clearly don't have any children of your own. Any father would have done the same. I would have done anything to help him. Anything.
Even murder. No, but bide your time, because he's pissed at him.
He would come to see me here in the contest venue, too. Right up until the semi-final.
Yeah, that is a thing. He just didn't show up until the last day. He just stopped showing up. Right?
Really? You didn't get in the way of your work. If you were trying to beat Samson Tangaroa, surely you didn't have time to look after a child.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do what I could for him. He said he wanted to always be the first to try my creations.
By
Bad
time.
times, too.
He's not pissed, so.
Yeah, not pissed, but he's also not sleeping, so I don't know.
So do we have a
I don't
consensus?
know. I'd say, well, the thing seems to be when he's pissed, don't go after him. But he's not pissed, so I'd say screw it. We ball. Just
Yeah,
jump at him and see.
Okay.
give it a shot.
Wasn't too sick to join.
You said your son was sick, Mr. Gusto. And yet he was able to come and join you for the contest.
No. It wasn't that kind of illness. Nothing life-threatening, anyway.
He wasn't able to taste. He had the grave tongue, and that was it. So he killed a man for that.
Wow.
My kid couldn't tell the difference between sweet and salty, so I killed so he could taste my food and be a proper critic.
There's both a blessing and a curse to that. Like, I could eat so healthy if I
Yeah.
could just not taste the healthy food I'm eating.
The problem is the healthy food just didn't taste like anything. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Poor like Tangaroa, where it's like freaking ham sandwiches and stuff. He's like, I feel like I'm going to die.
True.
Yeah.
This feels like it could be an important clue.
Okay. Name of the son's condition, or was the book necessary
Yeah.
for him to get better?
Condition.
Now that we know it's not life-threatening, maybe that's our hint for what it was. The name of the son's
Well,
condition.
also, okay.
Oh, what were we gonna say?
I was gonna say if it's not life-threatening, then maybe we don't need to care about the name of the disease. Instead, be like, so he needed it to get better, and then kind of go into that and be like, but you said it wasn't life-threatening. So if he's like, yes, he needed it or else, so it'd be like, what?
Well,
But
we'll see what we get out of this.
See if he just immediately shuts us down.
Yeah, true. I guess we'll see.
In
Could you
which
tell me
case-
the name of the disease your son suffered from?
What were we gonna say?
I was just gonna say, then, if so, just click fast as lightning to the other option, you know? So we just keep going with our time.
Yeah.
You're a real cold customer, Mr. Prosecutor. Isn't it enough that he was seriously ill? Why would you force me to tell you more?
Time to deploy my clue.
Good, it does still.
But it wasn't life-threatening. Was?
Scared.
You've already shared with me that your son's illness wasn't life-threatening.
Accidentally did optimal order right here.
I guess so.
So why are you so reluctant to share any further details?
Unless you need a second clue. No.
May not have been life-threatening. But that doesn't mean it hadn't been life-altering.
I see. That must be the very hard on both of you.
Of course it was. That was why I did everything I could to find a cure. We were desperate. We couldn't taste anything. Not even his favorite desserts.
And it really was all it was. Okay.
Yeah.
So he had a taste. Was he overweight?
What?
It's like, was he a little fatty? It's like, Edward, what the fuck? It's like, dog, that's not the play. What do you...
You got flavor fatigue, is that what you're saying?
Edward, please don't do that.
As I understand it, the Ultimate Cookbook contains the recipe for a very particular medication. One that Mr. Tangaroa used to cure himself on his own taste disorder.
So he had it too.
2, you say? So your son had a taste disorder then, am I correct?
How did I let that slip?
You've been asking me to believe that you needed to win the cookbook in order to cure your son. But was that really the case?
Yeah, of course it was. What are you saying?
I'm saying that I'm not sure that's true based on everything you've told me. I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. I'd better try another check.
Now we go in here and get another clue.
So you needed the cookbook to cure your son?
Yeah, nowadays, you can get the medication he needed anywhere. But back then, the book was our only hope. Which is why I didn't dare waste my time on fancy tea parties. I had to give my all to my work.
It's like, why didn't Mr. Tangaroa is kind of an asshole? You know? You think he would have just been like, hey, this could save people, you know, specifically because it has to do with food. Be like, hey, maybe I just put the freaking chemical formula just out there. So it's just like, you know, do a free patent or something.
Well, as
for
stated,
it.
apparently, like, he didn't feel it was right to just give away the book because, you know, his family, like, blind, that was like their treasure or whatever.
but
But
you
at the
could,
same time,
pick the
he
one
wanted
thing.
to not have it anymore. So that's what the whole point of the contest was. He can just give it away, but he can like also have a contest out of it, so it doesn't feel wrong on, you know, just throwing away his family treasure. You know.
I don't know, when it comes to like, oh, I could save people's food issues, it's like, maybe you should just give that one for free, because it actually has to do with your work, as you do now.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't
But
even
what
know
about
he
Mr.
had it,
Tangaroa?
so he didn't even have like somebody to test it on, and then he tested it. But at the time, he didn't know if it didn't work. I mean, we don't know if any of these things in there necessarily work. They just like, how much have they been tested? You know?
It's big government. All of them work 100%. They had human trials and everything, but they just are like, we can't make money on this right now, so they just don't do anything. Refuse unless we can sell it.
Maybe.
Basically, the business sucks.
Yeah.
Surely that tea break gave you the perfect opportunity to go steal a glance at it.
And what makes you think I had the energy or time to care about what others had made?
He cared about his work. It's like you says you and your son would watch his shit, you know? You would want to take a peek at what he was doing.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
I think you made it abundantly clear how much interest you had in Mr. Tangaroa's work. What's more, if you were that determined to win the Ultimate Cookbook, I seriously doubt you would have passed up on the chance to have a peek at your competitor's entries.
Oh my god, he's not going down.
I'd had plenty of chances throughout the contest to see and sample my rival's work, you know. But each time I did, nothing seemed to have any flavor. Must have been nerves or something.
Nothing Mr. Gusto tasted had any flavor. That seems like it could be an important clue.
Important
Now we
clue
go
for
back
what?
to the condition.
Oh.
Now the other earlier thing where like, would you really want to do all this just to save your son? Like, what? It didn't seem like that big of a thing. But now we know that he can't taste stuff, so maybe he actually killed somebody because he wanted to be able to taste things.
Yeah, had nothing to do with the son. Maybe he's like, get the hell out of here because I'm about to kill this guy.
Have a taste disorder. 2, you say. What did I miss? Go back a second. Oh yeah, so he had it too, yes. You saw this. Was that really the case?
Yes. So here we go.
You were sick
You were
yourself,
sick.
weren't you?
Taste disorders are difficult to live with. It isn't easy not being able to enjoy your food. You should know. After all, you just told me you had experienced something like that during the contest. You said that nothing sampled had any flavor. Those were your words, correct? Which would seem to suggest that you were suffering from a taste disorder. A confectioner without a sense of taste. Not exactly ideal. Are you sure it wasn't actually your own condition you were seeking a cure for, Mr. Gusto?
Goes from number one dad to just asshole in a span of one sentence. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I've had enough of your speculations. I managed just fine that contest. Did all of my own entries, no problems.
Weren't you working with Mr.
you were working
Frost?
with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, he's sweating, so he's not like mega mad, so we can go for him.
Yes. He's on the defensive. No, music stops. We have destroyed him.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm afraid you're contradicting your own testimony. You've already admitted that you and Mr. Frost had worked together during the contest. It's too late to claim that you did it all on your own now. You would have us believe that you are a man of principle, a dedicated student of the confectioner's art. Yet you abandoned those principles and conspired with Mr. Frost to rig the contest. All so you could cure your own taste disorder.
You got me, Mr. Prosecutor. As you said, my sense of taste was shot. My son's was fine. I'd kept it hidden for so long. 18 years and nobody knew.
His kid was the one who was tasting his food and telling him how it was.
Yeah.
Sadly, you can lie to others, but you can't lie to me.
Your
But
son
Mr.
was the
Gusto-
one who actually was the talent. No.
Yeah.
He was ratatouilleing you. No.
Mr. Frost entered the contest hoping to obtain the ultimate cookbook for the medicine that would cure Mr. Gusto's disorder, and the money it would bring for Mr. Frost. Thus, an uneasy alliance was forged. And that, I believe, is checkmate.
Larry's just asleep in the background.
Fine, chess checkmate.
Just face planted on his palette of paint.
I'll admit it. You're good. I never told anybody of this, but you figured it all out anyway. That's true. 18 years ago, I developed agousia.
What's agousia?
It's a taste disorder that makes it so you can't taste anything at all. The confectioner's worst nightmare.
Mr. Fender, is this what Mr. Tangaroa had as well?
No, the big man had what they called dissociated taste disorder. Basically, some things he could taste just fine, while others had no flavor at all.
So he suffered too. Can't have been easy. Knowing there wasn't a way to cure it on the market.
Which is why you needed Mr. Tangaroa's cookbook. Do you admit now that there was a real reason you entered the contest?
Couldn't you just ask a man to man, be like, hey, do you got a cure for that in there? Can you just like hook me up so I can do my best for this contest?
Yeah. You think he'd allow
You
that?
just be a complete asshole and be like, no, you gotta win it if you want this.
You gotta have
To
a
a
kid.
confectioner, be like, dog, I can't taste. Please.
Please.
Yeah, all of this could be solved with communication, but no. Murder is the only option, I guess. Murder and theft.
It was only one of the reasons. I wasn't lying when I wanted the title.
So yeah, he wanted to be the best, so that's another reason why you wouldn't just ask somebody. He's like, I need to win. One way or
the
another.
best.
True.
When I put my mind to something, it gets done, and I won't lose to anybody. I may not have been able to taste then, but I still knew my stuff was good enough to win.
Oh, so you went into the final thinking you stood a good chance of winning.
Of course.
What was it that Fender said about Mr. Tangaroa's thought of Mr. Gusto's creation?
Gusto's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up through the semi-final. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both counts.
Both counts. Oh my goodness.
We were told that your entry for the final was far from the prize-winning taste sensation you described. What happened, Mr. Gusto? What happened? What went wrong on that day?
Fine. You want me to talk? I'll talk. But you're not going to like what I have to say.
My entry for the final.
Gonna beat his ass the old-fashioned way.
Frost and I were working together, right up through the semi-final. I handled the flavor. He handled the designing. I wanted to face Tangaroa in the final on my own. No help, just me and my skills. So I helped Frost with his entry, but mine, I did alone. If it didn't taste good in the final, that's on me. What can I say? I lack training. And that's all there is to it. Happy now.
No.
Ugh. Doesn't seem to be any obvious contradictions in his testimony.
Yep, not that I thought it'd be easy to get anything real out of him. He's managed to not let slip what really happened for 18 years after all. Why don't you try pushing him a bit, Malzerino? See if he can't shake something loose.
I think I might just have to, Fender.
So press every... Entry for the finale.
Press
I don't know,
everything
Phil.
you say?
Either you can press everything, or
Try to pinpoint what you want to get more information about it.
what was that last one? 'Cause it seems kind of odd for him to be like, well, if it sucked, I guess that's just on me. Be like, hey, you press that.
Before you press it though, could you maybe pause it for a sec? I ran out of liquid to drink because
Yeah.
Gusto's voice is boiling my throat.
Press.
So you want to press this one.
If it doesn't give us anything cool, then we just start pressing everything.
Yeah.
And yet,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that you need to hear why he suddenly dropped off and everything apparently. So it's like just you without a sculpture should have sucked, but not your taste as well. So your son wasn't there to tell you how to do it. I'm telling you, the son was ratatouilleing him.
and yet I had heard that your creations prior to the final were scored highly for their flavor. So what went wrong? Was there some kind of cooking accident on that day?
No, nothing like that. I told you, I had a taste disorder. My sense of taste failed me. It's as simple as that.
But Mr. Frost's entry was complimented on its flavor. Your sense of taste hadn't failed you then. Did something happen overnight?
I don't think he's going to spill any more beans, Mr. Edgeworth.
Then perhaps I should ask him about something else.
That's the semi-final. Ask about Mr. Frost. Stay the course.
Tell me about the semi. What really happened to make you guys break up and do your own thing? I still don't believe you.
You don't want to stay the course, because that's like, stay on this.
Stay the
or
course,
swap.
I assume we'll just, yeah. Saying semi-final.
So ask about the semi-final.
Yes. I don't know why everything changed.
Did something change between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusto?
Not really.
Here we
The
go.
only difference was that Frost wasn't helping.
We don't have any evidence this is otherwise, right?
Well, the other thing that was different is he didn't have his
Mr.
kid.
Son visited his father daily up to
Yeah.
the semi-final.
Yes, so that's
So
the
we
other-
do have
so
it. It's
that
just
family
written in the
photo.
description.
Present that.
Take that.
Like, you didn't have your boy, and he's clearly the ratatouille master. He is the rat. Under your hat. He's right there now, isn't he? Pull his hat off. Child piloting him.
How the hell did he strike?
He has a disease. But I didn't care about a cure for that. I wanted to taste, so I didn't have to live in my child's shadow. He weighs too much on my neck. Nope.
I can think of one significant difference between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusto. Your son. This is him in the photograph, correct? You told me he was there with you, up until the semi-final.
He was. What of it?
What indeed? He was here with you until the semi-final, until he suddenly wasn't for the final. And just as suddenly, your work went from being lauded for its flavor to being lambasted for it. I don't think it's coincidence, do you? He wasn't just spending quality time with his father. He was playing a much more pivotal role than that.
No, I just wanted to see. I just wanted him to see me hard at work. To show him I was trying my best for us. Who knows? Maybe it was him being there that helped me do so well in those early rounds.
Talks a good game, but nothing about this guy screams super dad to me.
Yeah. Selfish asshole, more like.
This kid was the taster. And then his kid
And-
stopped showing up because he became diabetic. Died.
That's what happens whenever you.
Dad, I don't feel so good. It's like, keep tasting the sugar.
Got 5 more
it.
batches you need to test. It needs to be perfect.
Lay down while you eat. I don't care. Pass out if you must.
Dies of hyperglycemia.
Oh my god.
Indeed. Thankfully, we would only have to give such an idea credence if the story were true. After all, how much could the encouragement of one small boy affect the taste of a grown man's work? Mr. Gusto prided himself on the flavor of his creations, but then he lost his sense of taste. He must have had a tough time maintaining this high standards after such a devastating loss. Unless... I'm sure your son was there to cheer you up. That wasn't all he was there to do, was it?
You're a very suspicious man, Mr. Prosecutor. Why not try answering yourself for a change? What was an elementary school kid doing here, other than to support his father?
Taste your creation.
to steal people's shit. No.
To make your creations for you. He was the real master.
He wasn't full ratatouille. It's like, no.
Yeah, no.
So that's fun for the meme, but no, he clearly was the taste tester.
Your son knew the taste of your work pretty well, I imagine, Mr. Gusto.
He was my biggest fan. Of course he knew it.
In which case, he would have been a good judge of whether something tasted on brand, so to speak, no?
What are you implying?
You've already told us that you were suffering from a taste disorder.
Ah, I'll admit it. You're good. I never told anybody this, but you figured it all out. You figured it all out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed algesia.
I'd laugh so hard if it's like, you said this, and it's flashbacks, and he's like, ugh, then just flashes back to the present.
Yeah.
Just completely just like, what? Why'd you show us that? It's like, wait, where's the script? Let me look back. It's like, wait, what'd you say?
I forgot. I'm not good at remembering things, you see.
No one knew about your condition. Indeed, I doubt Mr. Frost would have wanted to continue collaborating with you had he found out. After all, it was your job to make sure his creations tasted good.
It's like, I'll just hire your kid instead.
Therefore, your son wasn't just here to support you.
He stole your son.
He was helping you by taste testing your work.
And that's why you killed him, because he kidnapped your son.
Give me back my son!
I need him to cure myself. I don't care about his life. I just need him. Dang, now it all makes sense. Frost's stuff tasted good because it really was finished the day before when the kid was still here.
You have a vivid imagination, Mr. Prosecutor. But do you seriously think I'd trust a kid to tell me how to adjust the taste of my masterpieces? I have some pride, you know. Even back then.
Did you now?
My designs may have not been much to write home about back then. But I always knew my work tasted better than anybody else's. You think I'd risk everything, putting my reputation in the hands of a child? This is just more speculation. That's all it is.
Yeah. In that case, I ask to speak with your son this instant. Let's see how much of your story he can corroborate.
Give me your son.
Sadly for you, my son is no longer my concern.
Unfortunately for you, I'm a deadbeat father. I killed him myself to keep my secret alive.
What? As soon as I got my sense of taste back, I went straight to Zhangfa to start my training.
Abandoned my child.
Yeah.
My God. It really is worst, father.
Good.
He really
Confirmed
is.
evil man.
I can taste now.
What?
So you
I don't need him anymore.
You abandoned your own child.
And that ain't the half of it. No one knows where he is, even now. The cops have looked all over for him, but no dice.
Damn, I feel that kid.
So, still think you can prove your asinine theory? I'd like to see you try.
Oh yeah, watch this. I'll prove my ass. No.
You think I care about anything besides confectionery? Think again. I got my sense of taste back. What need do I have for a son?
Only had a child so they could taste for me. Please, just beat his ass. Gavel, please.
Come on, he's evil.
Just exuding
Very much.
evil.
Silence in the courtroom. While Mr. Gusto's words and actions may demonstrate a certain lack of humanity on his part. The goddess of justice cannot judge him for that.
Don't care if you're abandoning your child.
Child endangerment, child neglect. I think
It was
would
all
actually-
18 years ago, so the statute of limitations is gone.
Limitations up. So now you're innocent of all charges.
I guess so.
That's how it works. Ace Attorney land.
Therefore, Mr. Edgeworth, I believe it is time for you to admit defeat.
Yeah, give it up. 18 years ago is a long time for anything to surface now. Proof or otherwise. Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth, we have to do something. If we don't,
Shoot him.
the truth might be lost forever.
Yeah. Where are you, Detective Gumshoe?
Save us.
Can't imagine whose blood could possibly be, but I'm gonna test it right away, sir.
Please do, Detective. It's the last piece of the puzzle, I'm sure of it. Once we know whose blood it is.
Hey, Miles, sorry to cut in on your mind palace time, but I was pondering something myself. Our friend Gusto didn't come here just to check up on the body, did he?
You mean because he tried to open the case?
Just wanted a little
Exactamundo.
taste.
Think we have anything that might explain why he tried to do that?
We might. If Detective Gumshoe can make it back in time with a certain piece of evidence.
That's quite enough idle chatter, defendants. Now, if you...
Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Pushes her into the freaking fountain. Get on my way.
Move, gavel, bitch.
Shoulder checks her into the water.
Launches her across the room for Gavel. Anywho.
Charger.
Charger.
Bowling pin sound effects. Everyone tumbles away.
Speak of the devil.
Yes. Oh my god, Larry, still. Wow.
It's like I'm doing the credits art. Thank you later.
Yes, so.
I take it you have the results, Detective.
Yes, sir. Lab just got back to me.
Detective, please. Court is in session. Now then, am I right to assume that you are bringing us evidence Mr. Edgeworth was speaking of?
What? Hey, no fair. Why didn't you tell me about any of this? I don't like you, kid.
It is indeed evidence in question. And it needed testing, so I asked him to carry it out.
Listen, why is everybody always helping you? I'm supposed to be the one in charge here. I'm in charge here.
Mr. Winner, I'm sorry I didn't involve you, but this is important. Can we at least hear what the detective has to say?
This is important, unlike you. Oh, there it is.
So, Detective Gumshoe, what did the test results have to tell us?
You're not going to believe this, but the owner of the blood we found in the liquid, bottom of the chemical cases. Carmelo Gusto, the victim of the poison gas attack. What are you talking about?
Thank you, Detective. You've been very helpful. Well, it looks like my suspicions were correct.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's happening anymore. Or I ever did, really.
I just kind of showed up here.
Like, I have no part in this case at all. I'm just here because I'm supposed to be in this game, but I haven't
I
done
just
anything.
came here to hit the jukebox and be like, hey,
We haven't used Little Thief or anything. Nothing has been done by me. I'm
use
just
Little
here.
Thief in a cutscene. She did use it in this case.
Oh, yeah, she did. That was this case. That just seems so long ago. She was in the other room, though. In this
Yeah.
room, she has done nothing.
Everyone's a critic. Dang.
Everyone's a critic, dang.
It's like, only this room matters, not what you did in the other room. No.
Yes. What do you mean? Explain yourself. What is the significance of this blood to this case?
I mean, does he have a head wound right now? If not, then it happened 18 years ago.
It's only the very thing the perpetrator of the IS-7 incident has been trying to hide all these years.
I.
The fact that your blood was found inside the Gemini case, Mr. Gusto, is as good as finding your blood lying right next to Mr. Frost's body.
He's ulting.
I've had enough of this.
He's those otters that cry while eating watermelon.
Why would there be traces of the blood there of all places, Mr. Gusto?
If you won't answer her, Honor, Mr. Gusto, then I will. There wasn't just blood on the liquid of the Gemini case. There were traces of salt and sugar, too.
There were.
And if you remember, one particular part of Mr. Frost's work was allegedly very salty indeed.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about what Delicia told us back then, right? What was it again? Flashback. Did they ever? I've never tried ices so scrumptious in all my life. Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite. Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable.
The salty bit?
It's in the other photo you've got there. This bit, the harpy thing.
Salty bit. It's like, I like watching people play Mugen on there. Gemini's liar.
Yes, the liar, and only the liar, tasted it as if it had been flavored with salt. There were no traces of salt anywhere else in Mr. Frost's entry.
Very interesting. Then perhaps you can tell us, Mr. Edgeworth. Where did the salt and the liar come from?
Salt lamp! Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, salt lamp.
It's got blood on it.
Salt lamp. Had his blood, and then I guess he hit you with a salt. He had a duel of salt lamps, clearly. And made it into art. No.
So going with salt
I mean,
lamp.
it's the only source of salt we have in any evidence, so yes.
Yeah. This is the lamp from the IS-7 incident.
Indeed, and I believe that the salt gave the liar its flavor. Came from just such a lamp. Mr. Von Karma had established that both salt lamps were in Mr. Tangaroa's room at the time of the crime. One of them was used to kill Mr. Frost. And it was stained with his blood. But no corresponding pool of blood was found in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Right, because the culprit had chucked a piece of chocolate with that on it into the little stream.
Furthermore, aside from the liar, no traces of salt were found anywhere else in Mr. Frost's room either.
Hey, come to think of it. The lamps we found in Delicia's room were both broken.
The lamps appear to be broken. Oh, to smash. Both of them.
Maybe they fell and broke on the floor. We never did figure out how the one that wasn't used to kill Frost got busted, but... Are we thinking maybe it had Gusto's blood on it at some point?
Anyone whose blood was found on the lamps would have been a person of interest of the police. So the killer needed to hide the blood somehow, and in a way that wouldn't arouse suspicion.
And you're seriously suggesting that the liar was used to do just that?
I am. I suspect the bloody salt was somehow applied to the liar so that it could be hidden inside the case. Because unlike the fountain water, the sculptures would have needed more time and care to test properly. And so he waited and waited for his chance to dispose of the liar undetected.
Then the reason he's here today is...
18 years ago, Mr. Frost's body and the evidence pointing to his killer were taken away together. This, of course, was not part of the perpetrator's plan, and thus a new dilemma arose. The possibility that the body, with the incriminating evidence, or both would resurface one day.
So back he comes 18 years later, sneaking in bright and early to try and cover his tracks.
Well, Mr. Gusto, are you finally ready to admit it? That you were the one responsible for the IS-7 incident?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny how it's like this whole thing of like, oh, you know, he had to hide the evidence and all this, but I'm like, didn't she say that it's like it was all recreations of his past work, or did they also say that some of it was real? I don't remember.
Well, she said that she like kept them.
Yeah, she kept them, but we didn't find out that she took them until later. So it's like, what? And earlier in the case, it was just like, oh, you know, they're replicas, you know, of what his work was because I took pictures of the stuff and all this. So then it's like, wait, so how does he know that it was the real deal and not?
Well, he knows that it was a body, like he knows, and then the body was just gone. So he knows that somebody took those bodies, took it, because he knows it wasn't just ice that melted. He would be the only other person to know that it didn't melt. It is still out there. So then somebody says, "Oh, we got like replicas of it." He's like, "That's a lie. It's the real thing." Like,
but then it's really funny that it's like he doesn't care about the dead body in there. He's like, I just want to take this liar. Just take
someone
that
points to him. I mean, without that, it's like, oh, it's just bound. She's got a corpse in her museum.
It's just very funny that of all things, he's like, quick, let me chisel this piece of salt off the salt lamp or whatever and put it on these strings and do all this. And it's like, or you could have like just like washed the thing off in a little water. And then
Maybe,
Yes.
I don't know.
oh, the blood stain will still be there. It's like, well, I mean, you just scrape off the bit and then you just chuck it in the water and it would just evaporate in the water like the chocolate and blood did. So then they would just test blood and be like, we found
But the
traces of the guy's
artistry,
blood.
he wanted to make art of the guy's body.
Like, tell me I'm not a sculptor, huh? Get a load of this.
Get a load of
I'll
this.
make real art.
Serial killer action.
A sculptor of bodies, you see.
Mr. Gusto, it's all because of you that Samson.
Yeah.
Gusto.
So I finally got caught, huh? All these years later. Nobody came close back then. Not even the big shot prosecutor or the attorney. That's some impressive work, Mr. Prosecutor. I have to hand it to you.
You admitted then that you murdered R.T. Frost.
Sure I do. I did it. I killed him.
Statute of
But-
limitations. It doesn't even. We can't even do anything about it, technically.
Yeah.
He only had himself to blame.
What do you mean by that?
You have to use that book for dummies and somehow get a technicality to arrest him for something.
Yeah.
He agreed to help me. We were supposed to help each other so that one of us could win. And whoever won was supposed to let the other use the cookbook. But on the day of the final, the rat finally showed his true colors. Seriously, Frost, we had a deal.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. I'm not helping you in the final. Our little agreement is over, Gusto.
But I helped you. I spent all day yesterday making the ice for your pieces.
Did you? And you can prove that, I suppose?
What do you... Wait. You were planning to betray me right from the start, weren't you? After Frost double-crossed me, I had to make up my peace from the final by myself. And like you said, my son wasn't there, so I didn't have any help with the flavor either.
So much for the pride you claim to have in your ability to make delicious desserts.
Go ahead and judge. You have no idea what it's like for someone like me to lose my sense of taste. I gave up everything to become the best. Everything. I take pride in that.
Proud I abandoned my child.
Something someone like you could never understand.
Child
Ambition.
endangerment, I love it!
You're right. I don't understand. Do you take pride in the fact that you resorted to murder? Or that you abandoned your son? Why would I want to understand someone who could do such things?
A man can't afford to rely on other people. I learned the hard way 18 years ago.
So I abandoned my son so he would learn the same lesson. You abandoned me in my time of need, child, so I'll leave you forever.
Yeah. Truth is, he got in a car accident and you just didn't care.
My son never showed up on the day of the final. And in hindsight, I wouldn't be surprised if Frost was the reason why.
Why would you think that? What exactly happened to your son?
How am I supposed to know? I told you, he's none of my concern anymore. And according to you guys, nobody knows where he is now either.
Your son was just kidnapped and you didn't even care. He didn't show up for me, so I'm not even gonna look for it.
If you don't care, you're horrible.
So with his disappearance, so too went your chances of winning, correct?
Yeah, I had to find another way of getting my hands on that book. It's when inspiration struck. I decided to skip afternoon tea and snuck into Tangaroa's room. It should have been so easy. All I had to do was photograph the formulas I needed and get out of there. But then Frost showed up.
Thought I might find you. Stealing recipes from the famous cookbook, Tut.
Frost.
What's this? A cure for taste disorders? Oh no, that's just too tragic. A confection who can't taste anything. What will people say?
If you tell anybody, I'll...
Yo, what? You can't even hit me, you miserable worm.
Why? You...
What are you gonna do?
Asshole.
Kill me?
Frost showed me hard when I went to punch him. Knocked me clean off my feet. I crashed into one of the lamps. Must have been when my blood got on it.
So Mr. Frost wasn't the first to get hurt.
It was all over. I realized I had to get rid of that blood somehow. So I scraped all of it off that bloody bits. I dissolved those salt shavings in some flavored ice mixture and brushed it all over the harp.
Why don't you just eat them? It's not like you could have tasted it anyway.
Right.
Just eat the salt and it's gone. You're like, oh, there's blood in your system. Be like, yeah, it's my blood. I bit my tongue or something. It's like, the hell are you gonna...
Yeah, you can't prove
Got
anything.
literally nothing on you. You're like, I'm gonna immortalize it forever in ice. It's like, what?
Yep.
That's how you made the evidence linking you to the murder vanish.
Frost was going to blackmail me. He would have made me give him money to keep quiet about my condition.
So I executed him.
So you decided you had to kill him.
Yeah, I guess I did. Why would I let him live? Would you want someone holding something like that over your head? Besides, he's the one who drew first blood. Makes for a solid case of self-defense, don't you think?
He drew first blood.
So that was the impetus behind it all.
Anyway, I initially took the lamp to Frost's room. Went straight there once I figured out how I was going to hide the body part.
Inspired by all the ice sculpting tools lying about the place, I guess.
You're not as dumb as you pretend to be. Yeah, I figured I could use them to chip it right off and grind it up.
So that's why he was in the room anyway, because that's what he was using to chip it off. So.
Once that was done, painting the stuff all over the harp was easy.
Why Samson? Why did you have to frame him?
It was funny.
Never meant for the cops to pin it on him. That was your fault. You and the rest of them. Why did you think I went to the trouble placing the lamps and cloths back into Scone's room?
There's only one reason to plant the murder weapon in the room of another contestant. And that's to cast suspicion on that person.
What? You tried to frame me, Gusty Pants?
Yeah.
But why? Why poor old me?
I respected Tangaroa. He was the best. A true champion.
I do not respect you.
I would never have wanted him to take the fall. But you're a fraud. Your work wasn't even real. You had no respect for your craft at all. You deserve to be punished for what you did.
Oh, Gusty, how could you?
And had you refrained from eating Tangaroa's work, Frost's body wouldn't have been found. My plan was to wait until Tangaroa was judging your room. That's when I'd sneak the corpse into Frost's room and freeze it. But thanks to you, Bound here found it before I had a chance to retrieve it.
I don't understand. Why did you need to freeze his body at all?
Why indeed?
Mr. Edgeworth, surely you must know. Why did Mr. Gusto need to freeze Mr. Frost's body?
To obscure the time
Crossed
of
off
death?
as a sculpture.
Yeah, obscure the time of death.
I mean, he does want to pass it off as an ice sculpture, but
Yeah, that's what he ended up doing, but
why did he originally want to freeze it?
yeah, he originally wanted to freeze it so that way you don't know when the death happened. So it's like, hey, if they find him at some point, be like, they can't tell when he actually died, so...
Then they can't be like, it was at this time, which means you would have did it. They'd
Yeah.
have no way of knowing.
Put him on ice, and then he can dump his body elsewhere if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined that the murder occurred during the afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect.
Bingo. Freezing Frost's body wasn't simple. Repairing everything took time. So I decided to put his body in the chest in Tangaroa's room while I was getting everything ready in Frost's. At the time, it seemed like the perfect hiding place. Never counted on some gluttonous pharmacist showing up and making the whole ship collapse.
I still don't get it, though. Why disguise the body as an ice sculpture at all?
The sooner it was found, the smaller the effect of freezing it would have had on masking the time of death. Therefore, he needed to disguise it, at least until it had truly frozen.
How awful. Using Mr. Frost's own work to help you cover up the truth behind his murder.
Ironically, Tangaroa would have been just fine if the body hadn't been found before I got out of his room. If only things had gone to plan, he wouldn't even have been arrested, let alone convicted.
You're mean. You mean it was my fault? Everything that happened to Samson?
Exactly.
It was all because I found the body?
Don't let him get inside your head, Judes. None of this is your fault. If it wasn't Samson, it would have been Delicia instead. She would have been the one they arrested.
But she
Either
deserves-
way,
No.
Yeah.
there's only one person to blame here, and that's Gusto.
Didn't help that the initial detective was so bad at his job either. We never even told the prosecutor that the body had vanished.
So then, Mr. Von Karma had unwittingly placed Mr. Tangaroa under arrest in the absence of a body.
I mean, I guess it would explain why he was so keen to wrap things up. Still, you'd think he'd notice something as big as that if he'd take a look at if he'd taken a look at a few reports, right?
Not if someone had been deliberately distorting the facts of the case, though. Either way, it seems that Mr. Von Karma didn't know about the body until the arrest had been made. But admitting That would have spoiled his perfect record.
Yeah, what have we got on his record? He's like arrested the wrong guy. So he's like, nope, he did it. He did.
Nope.
So he kept it to himself and proceeded to prosecute Mr. Tangaroa regardless.
Can this really be true?
I don't feel bad at all. Somebody spent 18 years in prison because of you.
Sticks and stones, girlie. Sticks and stones.
How's this for a stone? Throw a salt lamp at his head.
What a jerk. I ought to arrest you right now, pal.
Why, I oughta. I'll arrest you.
I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that, Detective.
He's got diplomatic immunity.
So you notice, that somebody did. The judge is right. You can't lay a finger on me.
What? Why? You just confessed to murder.
No idea, huh? And I guess I'd better lay it out for you.
Why? You can't arrest me.
I killed Frost 18 years ago.
This is an hour and 45 minutes long, by the way, so far.
Yeah. Well, this is it. This is
Well,
it.
like, oh, it's not like he's gonna put up that much of a fight.
You definitely did.
The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. You do the math. You can't arrest me. You think I'd have confessed otherwise?
That's right. The statute of limitations is only 15 years. Is this really the end of the line, Mr. Edgeworth?
Once a statute has expired, it can't be charged, so...
Quick
But-
look at our For
but-
Dummies book.
Yeah, look at the statutes for dummies.
Well,
10 years from the date of the crime.
suspended should they flee to a foreign country. He went to Zheng Fa ever since.
Oh,
You
yeah.
You have the
Spin that as
instrument
him
of
having
destruction.
fleed. I mean, didn't even take his child. So.
unfortunate, Mr. Eggman.
Definitely counts as fleeing.
I'm afraid that both Mr. Gusto's confessions and your deductions will have to be struck from the record. And that Mr. Tangaroa's conviction will remain in place.
But we've finally proven that the police had never had Mr. Frost's body in the possession. Even if we can't arrest Mr. Gusto, surely Mr. Tangaroa has grounds for a trial on the basis.
Does he? I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid that the goddess of judgments are somewhat harder to overturn than you might imagine.
I mean, even if we can't charge the guy, it's like friggin' straight up is like, I killed him, I'll do it again. It's like, oh.
Guess we can't let the other guy out, though, even though we know...
Yeah. We know exactly that the other guy 100% didn't do it, but... It would look bad
Kinda
on our
weird.
record.
Why wouldn't he be, like, acquitted and let out then?
Because the
Tangaroa, I
committee
mean.
is assholes, that's why.
So awful.
So the committee means the verdict from 18 years ago to stand no matter what.
Bad luck, Mr. Prosecutor.
Must be something we can do. Something to bring Mr. Gusto down.
Alright, so press him talking about going to Zheng Fa.
Years ago, murder in this country is 15 years.
Actually, yeah, okay. When he's talking about the murder in 15 years, I guess just press that, I guess. Hold it! In this country.
Depending on your actions over the last 18 years, the statute may not have expired yet.
This ought to be good. Alright, I've got nothing to hide. If there's nothing you want to ask it.
How about that trip overseas of yours?
Very well. Tell us where you've been and what you've been doing since the incident.
Sure. Not long after the contest, I was able to cure my taste disorder thanks to the formula of that book. And not so long after that, I went to Zhang Fa to really buckle down to hone my craft.
That explains a lot. We tried to contact you after the fact, but I guess you were long gone by then, huh?
On the lam, you could say.
Could be. I left, let's see, around a year and a half after the murder, before Mr. Teguro was last day in court.
Vented into half, but that's
Went to Shangfa was the best thing I ever did. Believer to sign. I'm the full package now.
Look, he actually made a wolf.
Yeah.
made a real. Then Lang comes in.
Someone called.
It's just been revoked.
And all
Use
of
the same
backs
sprite at the door is kicked open with all this man. Just uses that again.
Yeah.
What? Why are you here? What do you have to do with any of this? Somebody say Zangfa.
We've been harboring a fugitive.
And all on the backs of those whose lives you destroyed.
What's an omelet without a few eggs, hmm? Nothing, Mr. Prosecutor. Nothing.
You're evil.
Sticks and stones, girlie. You can't arrest me. That's all that matters.
I need more to work with. There has to be something I can get out of him. Maybe I can push him further on the statements he just made. Is there anything I should try to follow up?
Zangfa.
Yeah. It's training in Chun-Fa.
Tell me about the Zangfa.
I'd like you to tell us more about your training at Zhangfa, if you don't mind.
Fine.
Tell us how long you were there.
I later went to Zangfa to train and finally became the best in the world. Alright? So, screw it. Throw the statute of limitations at him. Be like you said that you immediately left after a year, and then you were Zangfa ever since, basically.
Yep.
Winner's gonna be like, how'd you get my book?
The statute of limitations for murder is subject to the following condition. The statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country. Which means that the time you spent abroad doesn't count toward the total time under the statute.
No way, so it's like someone hit pause while he was in Zangfa.
It appears that there may have been time left on the clock yet. But that will depend on how long you stayed in Zhangfa, Mr. Gaston.
Yeah. It was 3 years exactly.
3 years. That 15 right on the edge.
Nobody say anything until I've done the math. Murder happened 18 years back. The statute is 15 years. Add the 3 overseas. 15 plus 3 makes exactly 18, which means no way. Mr. Edgeworth, you did it. The statute hasn't expired after all.
And we got a full confession from you.
Yeah. Bingo. 18 years exactly. Glad you worked it out for yourselves.
He's been stringing us along this whole time.
Why is he laughing? We're good, aren't we? We can arrest him now? Hate to break it to you, little sis, but IS-7 went down at the end of December. It's April now, which means, strictly speaking, it's been 18 years and 4 months since Frost's murder. Just to stay in Zangfa really lasted 3 years on the nose. It's not enough. We're a few months short. Not enough, but...
Unless he lied about how long he stayed or how, like,
I mean,
when
didn't it
he
also
left.
say something about, like, as long as the proceedings went on, and the proceedings went on for a full year, so
So that gives us another year, yep.
Yeah.
And they keep telling you about how it's like, oh, back then it was wild, man. Freaking cases would go on for years. No. So they're like, no, 3 days.
You touch me.
Sorry, but
No. No one cares.
I hate to admit it, But he'd read the board well when he made his confession.
This guy still wouldn't have confessed. But like, yeah, no. I'm gonna let you know. I'm not gonna gloat. Freaking hold on until another freaking 10 years, then maybe.
Yeah. How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. If only the statue had been suspended for another year.
It was, though.
They'll get to it. They'll get there. Don't worry.
Let me do it.
Those who would overturn the goddess' judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. And you, Mr. Edgeworth, have failed.
Oh! There must be something I could do.
Quick bounce. You're going to jail anyway. Just deck the judge in the face.
Beat her ass.
It's not a hate crime if you do. No.
Well, if the law can't bring Mr. Gusto to justice, then
Dudes,
We have
what
to
do you
do it
think?
ourselves. I'll kill him.
Objection!
There's no need to go adding your rap to your rap sheet just yet. We're
like,
not
"I'm ready
done
to kill him."
Far from it, because there's still a way we can nail him.
there is.
She was ready to do it, though.
Ready to just freaking execute him.
All right, Miles Areno, pep talk. I need you to think back over everything we know about the case.
Gumshoe's gun was calling to her like the goblin mask. She was ready
Yeah.
to just take it.
Gusto's
My
overlooked.
virtues, pal. One mind.
Gusto's overlooked one critical thing that you yourself were led to believe wrongly about.
Which is?
False IS-7 of how long it took in him
He
being-
wasn't there for Samson's last trial, remember? Best I can tell, he doesn't seem to know what the final verdict that came down that day is. Which means there's still one way left for us. Crack open your statutes for dummies there and take another look.
Because he wasn't arrested for the crime, he was arrested as an accessory to the crime, which means we can say that he still was the one who did the crime. So, and since his such and such accomplice was finally convicted a year after, that means he's still on the lam for it, still on the hook for his accomplice hadn't been final judgment yet.
Yeah.
So.
17 years ago, they really did a number on Samson, framed in like a pretty picture. But if we make good use of that verdict now, we can make Gusto pay in full for what he's done.
Bender, are you...
Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. Samson's my client, Miles, and I can't bring myself to use the source of his pain as a weapon in this fight. So whether we play our last card or not, it's gonna have to be up to you.
See, I'm ready to just let the truth die right here. It's up to you, game player. It's like, okay.
Bringing Mr. Gusto to justice can only happen if I use the outcome of that hard-fought trial. So, should I raise an objection and play the card or not?
Yes. What kind of
Why
stupid
wouldn't
question is that? Be like, no, miracle.
You know what?
never
Let him
happened.
go. Miracle never happened.
I mean, if we get a sick, bad ending where Judy just freaking kills him and gets gunned down by police, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't
That
think
would
it's gonna
be
happen.
funny.
My father and Mr. Von Karma. One sought to reveal the truth, the other to hide it. I know which path I chose to follow. The one that seeks to reveal the truth.
This court has reached its final verdict. The record will state that Mr. Gusto has been found not guilty on all counts.
Objection!
No, Your Honor. Mr. Camarlo Gusto is absolutely guilty. And I refuse to let him walk away. His crimes are too unspeakable to go unpunished.
Do you mean to suggest that you have grounds upon which to call for his arrest?
I do.
Case file.
Yeah, this
In
is
the
one that
case
says-
file. No, it expired 3 years ago. Could have been. Just keep going
Yes,
through.
but he
with
was on-
pages.
It expired 3 years ago.
Yeah, and then we got another 3 years, but then we're still a few months. But yeah, it's not what's important. The important bit is what's the previous one? Suspect data. It was verdict convicted as an accomplice, and since it specifically told us to talk about the thing that we had wrong, and it was that he was not an accomplice, that he was just guilty. So that's what we need to present.
Statute of limitations expired 3 years ago. That's what it says that it expired on.
Yeah, we don't
He
care
was
about
in-
that. We care about
Yes,
the
but
other
he was in
picture.
Zinc for 4 years, so like that's all we need.
Well, no,
right?
it's 3 years. Because no, it's the same 3
3
years,
years
as
and
before.
4 months, I think.
It's still the 4 months is what's the issue. If it was just 3 years, then we would have already had him at this point.
Yeah, but he said he was away for 4 years. That's because he thought, and it was the exact he said that it's 4 years, and that's like it was over
I'm pretty
like
sure
a
he
few
said 3
months
years.
over. But
No,
the
I'm pretty sure he said
reason
3 years.
I'm pretty sure. Well, did he say 3?
Because the whole point was 3 minus 15, or 3 plus 15 is 18, and that's why we're like, oh, we got him. And then it's like, no, it's because it was Christmas, and it's past Christmas now.
Well, it's just that it doesn't say a date, which I feel like that would be the thing. Like the date was a year after, and that's the thing. So I'm confused.
I'm just saying that we just do this specifically to say that he was a accomplice. That's what matters.
But whatever. Throw this.
Accomplice is what we care about, I believe.
Very well. Is there a particular page of the IS-7 case file you would like us to refer to?
Suspect data. Yes, that's the one that says he was an accomplice. Yes, suspect. Convicted as accomplice.
So suspect.
Suspect, yes.
I'd like to direct your attention to a page concerning the suspect. As you can see, Samson Tangaroa was convicted as an accomplice. And it took around 1 year for his indictment, for that verdict to be reached.
Yes, that does seem to be the case.
The book you gave us details certain conditions pertaining to the statute of limitations for murder. One of them, as I mentioned, is that the statute is suspended if the suspect flees the country. And another. States that the statute is suspended for the time of any accomplice's indictment to the end of their trial.
What? Tangaroa was convicted as an accomplice.
Yep. Guess you were in St. Fa when the verdict came down. Samson was convicted as an accomplice, not as the main perpetrator. Which is clearly news to you, and not good news either, am I right?
But how could that be? Tangaroa wasn't an accomplice to anyone. He was innocent, and you know it.
Oh, we know it. It's what we've been trying to prove all along. And in pleasing twist of fate, his wrongful conviction will be the very thing that sets him free. If you spent 3 years in Zhengfa, and your accomplice, Samson Tangaroa, was on trial for 1 year, that means you can still be charged with Mr. Frost's murder up to 19 years after the fact. In other words, the statute of limitations hasn't expired at all.
In other words, we got your ass.
The goddess of judgment is infallible. But that of her servants, it appears, is not. It seems the prosecutor in charge of this case may have erred. Unbelievably, we may have no choice but to instigate a full inquiry.
No. How could this? You weren't supposed to be able to.
18 years. That's a long time to let somebody else suffer for your crimes. It's time to pay the piper, Gusto, and not a moment too soon.
Time for you to tag in. It's your turn to go behind bars.
But I'm finally the greatest. My brilliance hasn't been recognized.
Has been, sorry.
I gave up everything for this. Everything. Even my son.
You don't care about your son, so shut up.
More's the pity. But you can't run from the law forever, because the bills come due at last.
Goes for Gumshoe's gun. No. Just put him down in the fountain. Just ending of Scarface. Blood red fountain. committed Spookie.
He cut himself down.
Gumshoe just comes in from a different direction now. It's okay.
Mr. Gusto's all set for his trip downtown, sir.
I arrested him. Good. Which means it's your turn next, right?
I suppose so.
Judes.
I'm so sorry, everybody. Caused you all so much trouble. But thank you. Thank you so much for bringing Mr. Gusto to justice at last.
I'm afraid there's no escaping the consequences of your actions, Miss Pound. But those actions were born of the legal mistakes that were made all those years ago. We all know that. So allow me to apologize in return, on behalf of the prosecution.
No. I have no one to blame but myself for it all. Starting with those sculptures.
Judes, you think maybe you might want me to represent you? I'm not some nervous newbie anymore. And there's no way I'm letting you take the rap for everything.
Aw.
No, I'd be honored. Thank you, Mr. Fender.
Even though you did the crime, I'm gonna get you off. Don't worry. I'm that kind of attorney.
Crooked.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. But you gotta come with me now.
Goes
Over
for the
2 hours long video, but anyway.
It's fine. We got this. Just gotta go
course.
free Tangaroa and be like, hey, Judy's tagging in now. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Struts away.
It's only attempted murder, so it's better, right? But is it better than being an accomplice to murder? I don't know.
Well, it's only like half a sentence. I don't think so, but I don't
She
know.
won't even go to prison. It'll just be less than a year. She'll be back on the street.
Oh, wow.
He's joking.
Attorney logic, I'm sure.
Probably.
I'm sure it'll just be like, she's got that movie star money and stuff, you know.
She is rich, though. That is a bonus.
Yeah, Fender will get her
Rich
off.
and popular, so it'll be fine.
All
Especially when
the
it's like she tried to poison the
guy she tried to
attacked
poison
the
was a guy who abandoned his son and did all these. Was a murderer and did all these other things. They can work the.
You do a smear campaign. No jury wouldn't indict him and free him. Granted, there's no jury, but the judge. We know how our judge works. He would fall head over heels for that sob story.
He would.
This is horrible. Release this girl at once. Court is adjourned. Order.
Judge
Only Mr.
Cavell,
Wright was here.
why did you lie to us?
It was funny.
Lie? What are you talking about?
You implied that there was no case for a retrial, but as we've proven, that wasn't true. Surely anyone truly committed to seeing justice done would have called one as soon as the body was found.
Yeah, that's like the book for dummies. You're a judge, so you should know that like by heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
You
vindictive.
should also care about the truth and not be like, nah.
Just here's a villain.
We just gotta kill this counsel. We just gotta execute him. Clean shot.
Yeah, that's
all
what
of
we're gonna go for, I guess.
Just take them all out.
Final boss.
Just
Get Judy
mentally
out
hold
and
her.
Counsel.
Be like, Scone, I need you to do a poison gas attack of our own.
Goodbye, judiciary system.
Come
We need to remove-
before the council today and pipe bomb.
Oh, wow. I'm under no obligation to answer such questions.
And you clearly have no intention of doing so either.
Winner, do something cool.
Proving
Face turn and be like, wait a second.
Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence.
By showing that we are not excellent.
As such, you have given me little choice but to report back to your continued transgressions. On your continued transgressions. Sorry, I've been reading a lot today. No doubt you will be called to appear before the committee in due course. Now, I must be on my way.
What the heck? And after you caught the real killer and everything. Isn't that what prosecutors are supposed to do?
Regardless of how it may play out, I will never regret what we accomplished here today.
I regret nothing. Mr. Edgeworth.
I regret nothing. Hey, Miss Edgeworth!
Yes?
Why do you stick your nose in this case anyway? You weren't even on the job!
My job is to bring the truth to light, Mr. Winner. And not only as a prosecutor, but as a person.
I don't get it.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. Not as long as you believe that closing a case makes you a winner.
Go way over my head! I'm going home! Screw you guys, I'm going home.
What was all that about?
He just still has a lot to learn, is all.
Wilesy. I cannot speak.
Yes.
I just wanted to say old Gruggy Pegleg would have been proud of you today. Oh, look at me tear up. That and thanks for helping poor Sammy Poopo.
Of course.
Hey, Archie, looks like you cleared everything up, huh? So, what happened exactly? I was kind of busy sketching. Wait, where did Judy and Verity go?
Wow, you really weren't paying attention, were you?
Though I am loath to admit it, Larry's sketches did come through for us on more than one occasion.
I'm kind of the MVP.
Not that I'm about to tell him that.
Quit little glare, will ya? Whatever I did, I'm sorry.
Calm down, Larry. I wasn't glaring at you.
You totally were. You're just like your pop. He was a terrible liar, too.
He was.
Listen, I'm gonna head out.
That's why he had to make sure his clients were innocent, because he wouldn't be able to lie and get them off otherwise.
Yeah. Need to fill Samson in on what went down today. You wanna come with?
Yes, of course.
Great, then I'm coming too. We need this
He'll
to
have
go
white
even
hair,
longer.
but it'll just be because he's old.
Yeah.
For real.
Double white hair.
And he'll still be in the same outfit. Like, we're not going to put him in prison outfit. He's just going to have been locked up for 18 years in the same outfit.
Oh, God.
So what's Mr. Tangaroa like? I can't wait to finally meet him. Oh, he's a real sweetheart. You'll love him. Even while locked up, can't help but make all sorts of cookies and cakes for everyone. It's why 3 p.m. cake extravaganza is a thing for prisoners and guards alike. Really? That sounds awesome. You think there'll be any left for us to try?
Didn't we find a few slices of chocolate cake in the prison the other day?
We did, and it was never brought up while I was there. It's all linked.
Everyone just
Wow.
ate it all.
Could there have been some in Mr. Tangaroa's baked goods?
He is still just in the same outfit. They just force him to be in the
Gummy,
kitchen.
what are
and
you
then
doing here?
Wear the shirt from the show, idiot. No.
Put it on, it makes you look good. I heard you were out counting to see Mr. Tangaroa, so I volunteered to escort him.
Hello, new friends. I'm Samson Tangaroa.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service.
And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick, Kay Faraday.
It's very nice to meet you both.
Miles here is Gregory's son.
Is that so? Your father was very kind to me and fought so hard for my case. But in the end, I betrayed him. I made a false confession and...
Don't worry, Mr. Tangaroa. Mr. Fender has explained everything to me.
Sure did. Now we're here to tell you the truth about what happened 18 years ago.
The truth?
Fate
No, you
of
don't
life.
get it. I did do it. Judy did all that for me. She killed those guys. No.
Crazy kid racked her brain for 18 years until she'd finally figured out how to set you free.
Kill a man.
What can I say? Turns out she really would do anything for you, even kill a man.
Oh, Judy, I never did anything to deserve such devotion.
Come now, Mr. Tango. I think we all know that's not true. The bond between the two of you has held strong after all these years, after all.
You think so?
I guess I'd better show him. Which piece of evidence is proof that the bond of Mr. Tangaboa and Miss Bound share?
The
Still making them
candies?
chocolates.
Yep.
Take her melted pocket candy. Those chocolates. Judy made them, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
They're super delicious and sweet.
Miss Bound continued making them just as she taught you. Just as you taught her, even after that fateful day. So that there would always be something waiting for you when you finally came home.
Yes, I'm waiting.
Judy. He gets a cry too. I bet they're beyond super sweet then, aren't they?
Very much so, I'm afraid. I only wish we could hand them to you.
Don't worry, sir. I'll make sure he gets them later.
Which would be a clear breach of prison policy. Not that I have the authority now to stop him anyway.
Thank you very much. You know, Detective, something about you reminds me of Detective Bad.
Really, pal? Because I look up to him a lot. He's my role model.
You don't say. It seems fate likes to bring people of all sorts together, huh?
You hang in there, Samson, just a little longer. I should be able to get you out soon. Sorry it's taken so long. Nobody should have to wait 18 years to get justice.
Put the hat back on, please. Don't be silly, Eddie. I'm the one who should be saying sorry. Or rather, thank you, truly.
Samson.
Well, I guess it's my turn to wait for Judy to come home now. I better make sure there's something delicious on the table for her when she finally walks through that door. Don't let me down, Eddie.
Leave it to me, big guy.
He dies of something as soon as he gets out. Tastes that fresh air and drops over dead. Be like, yep.
Air was now poisonous to him. He got used to the prison air too much.
Just
The
can't
IS
survive on the
incident.
outside. Commits a
Yeah.
crime to get put back in.
It's been 18 long years. This case we'd inherited from my father is finally coming to a close.
Only after 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours and almost 20 minutes now. He was one real tough cookie, that guy.
Yes, he was.
Hey, Miles, thanks for today. And sorry for forcing you to make the final call like that.
Not at all. I simply made the call that felt right to me.
Huh? What are you guys talking about? You know how Samson was wrongfully convicted? He had to pretend that he wasn't in order to nail Gusto. But to use his false conviction against him, even to save him. As his lawyer, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Yeah, I can see that.
Nah, screw that, man. Save your dude.
But now that Gusto's behind bars, I can finally start to get that wrongful conviction overturned.
Use it to arrest him, and then use the other arrest to then overturn the previous one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm sure you will.
Order of operations.
Wait a minute, does this mean that even if you were only doing what's right, if the false conviction had been overturned before today, Mr. Gusto would have gotten away scot-free? Yep. It's what we folks in the trade like to call a legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect. Because of things like legal contradictions, right? Yeah, but you never know. Things might change. The law is always evolving, just like us humans. Your Uncle Eddie and Miles Areno included, am I right?
Potential for growth and change. In people and the law, huh?
I refuse.
So, Miles, are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you, one only you can answer.
I know.
Well, let's just say I won't complain if you show up at the office one day. And on that note, it's time for me to skedaddle.
It's Apollo Justice, and you're just working at Edgeworth Edgeworth and Co. law offices. And Miles is now your mentor and is now a defense attorney. No. And they invented this entire series to explain that. No. Wow. No.
I owe you big time, and I always repay my debts. But for now, thanks again for today. I mean it.
She's like, this is one-way glass. I can't see anymore.
Did he seem kind of in a hurry to get out of here, you?
He did. And honestly speaking, I'm the one who owes him a debt of gratitude.
A lawyer can only cry when it's all over, so we had to sprint away to break down.
Yep.
Happy to this. Yep.
Yeah.
After all, he gave me the chance to reckon with my father's final case.
Show us a black and white picture of Gregory.
When I was a boy, all I ever dreamed about was becoming an attorney like my father. But then, during my time with Von Karma, I learned the way of the prosecutor instead. Eventually, with the help of some good friends, I found my own voice and a new way to live. But now my career as a prosecutor is at risk of being taken away from me. It may be time to take another long, hard look about how I want to live my life, whether I like it or not.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. No.
April 2nd, Edgeworth and Co. law offices. Hey, Gregory. Sorry for reporting in so late.
Then you just hear Gregory on the other end. It's like, wait, what? No, he's actually alive. No.
But it may have taken 18 years. But we're finally in a position to prove Samson's innocence. All thanks to your boy Miles. I couldn't have done it without him. You should have seen him. The way he fought for the truth gave me chills. It was like I was watching you. Look, I know I'm not half the attorney you were. But those guiding principles you tried to instill in me, I like to think I'm embodying them now as I carry on your legacy. Here's hoping. Your boy will be joining me in that soon.
Am I going to fight crime as a prosecutor, or help people as an attorney? What is the right answer? Which path should I choose?
It's over.
Day end. Turnabout legacy. Got the achievement and everything. Dun, dun, dun,
Wow.
dun.
What a case.
That was an intense case.
Yeah, now turnabout
for Forsaken.
Forsaken. Turnabout of the damned.
Well, everyone.
Hope everyone gets their popcorn for that episode. 2-hour long episode.
Apologies to Kay for trying to say she was worthless. She helped. I didn't mean it. Anyway, everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.
Checkmate.
Oh,